Jumbo everybody, in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, I believe, and how it can affect pretty much everything in your life. So the idea behind this is that 20% of our effort gives us 80% of our results. And this can be like even little things like our closet. Here's an example. So a couple of years ago, I had a Facebook time hop where there was a pile of clothes I took a picture of. I just KonMari'd my closet. I was like, man, like there's so much clothes in this closet that I am not wearing. I do not love, like, what am I doing keeping all of this stuff? Most of us wear 20% of the clothes that we have in our wardrobe 80% of the time. So you'll see that most of my pictures, most of my videos, I am in the same outfits all the time, just because I find them to be very comfortable. I don't feel like I love the rest of the stuff that's in my closet. And this applies to everything in our lives. And I have had mentors tell me this over and over and over. I really do this, and I've noticed that if I don't have a really good focused 20%, if I'm feeling busy and overwhelmed about things, it's because I am letting this 80% control me and not focusing on the 20% that's the most impactful. So I wanted to share with you guys my 20% as it pertains to my health, because I've found if I or anybody doesn't have health, you don't really have much, right? You don't really notice how either well you feel or how bad you feel until something changes in your life. And I've found that I really do have a small handful of things, my 20%, that have affected the 80% of my well-being. And so I wanted to share with you guys what those most impactful things have been. So the first thing is, as it pertains to weight loss, is walking. When I did a weight loss competition at an office that I used to work at years and years ago, the thing that gave me the most energy and the ability to actually lose the weight outside of changing my diet, obviously, was walking. And I did the walk at home workouts from Leslie Sanson. So impactful for me. And I did not win the weight loss competition. I lost to Paul in finance, who was like a 70-year-old man. It's fine. I'm not bitter. So in addition to that, I would also walk around the neighborhood or walk around the block of the college that I was working at. And walking was my exercise. And I felt that it was easy on my joints. It was easy for me to just do. Like, it wasn't something that I was like dreading doing every day. Like, I got up and I did it because I enjoyed it. We were down at Disney a year and a half ago for 3 months, and we were in and out of the Disney parks, and we walked at least 3 to 6 miles a day down there. And I was dropping weight really easily because of all that walking. So it's just a crazy thing that my exercise of choice being walking has been so impactful when weight loss has been a thing as far as like a goal that I had set for myself. So number 2, super basic as well, is drinking enough water throughout the day. I would get headaches, I would get tired, and my digestion wouldn't work as properly as it should be. So we ended up getting a Berkey water filter. I was actually gifted the canister from a friend of mine, and then we purchased the carbon filters as well as the fluoride filter, and we fill it up every single day, and my husband and I both try to get in 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. That sounds like a lot of water, but really it's not. If you drink a water in the morning and then at your meals and then between meals and all of that, you easily can get in between 8 and 10 glasses of water a day. And I know for myself, I just feel better when I have enough water. Speaking of, time to sip. So that's something that we actually started really implementing actually down at Disney too, because Orlando, summertime, really hot. And so it just kind of became part of our routine, and even more so now too, with just being more intentional about it. I have found that I feel just so much better when I get all my glasses in. Number 3, I talk about these all the time. If you are familiar with my channel, you guys know that I talk about essential oils. I talk about them because they work. And I have noticed that these were pretty much the start of our holistic journey from a like personal care type of standpoint. So Our bodies, everything that we put on them goes in them, right? Our skin is transdermal. Think about like birth control patches, motion sickness patches, nicotine patches. Anything that we put on goes in our skin and goes into our bloodstream and in our body and like cycles through. There was a study done on cancer tumors, breast cancer tumors, that 95% of them contained parabens. Parabens cannot be flushed out through the lymphatic system, through the body. And so when I heard that statistic, and breast cancer runs in my family, I was kind of like, ay, like, okay, maybe I really need to like think about this. So the first thing that I actually switched out for my health was my deodorant, right? Because armpits, lymph nodes, that area, I was like, maybe I should not be using the antiperspirants and the deodorants that have all the yucky chemicals in them. Maybe I can make my own. And I did, and I started making them with really basic ingredients that I literally had in my kitchen. Voila! Then that kind of like entered me into essential oil land. Then I found out, oh my gosh, there's oils that can help keep me healthy. Oh my gosh, there's oils for when my stomach doesn't feel great. Wait a minute, there's oils that can help me sleep. There's oils that can help with my like anxious feelings. There's oils that can help me if I have an accident in the kitchen or I run into a coffee table. Like, yeah, I didn't realize that. So these are a huge part of my 20%. Probably the biggest part of my 20%. I reach for essential oils and I use them all day, every day, and they've helped me with so many things. And I still continue to have these moments where I can't believe that an oil worked for whatever it is, just yesterday. So during certain parts of my hormonal cycle, I tend to get hormonal indigestion. Did you know it was a thing? It's a thing. And so I can pretty much tell like clockwork where I am within my cycle if I'm feeling like I have a little bit of indigestion. It's weird, I don't know, but it's just me and my body. So what I did is I reached for my Digize essential oil, I put it on my stomach, and I kid you not, 2 minutes later, I felt better. 2 minutes, you guys. Okay, so essential oils have been huge. I mean, you can see I have my diffuser going like all the time. I don't burn candles. I don't have plugins. I don't use chemicals on my body or clean my house with chemicals anymore that are going to hurt me. So essential oils were integral into that switch and still have a place at the table today, even 5 or 6 years later. If you guys are interested in essential oils, I have a video about the 12 oils that I use every day. The little starter bundle that they come in is actually on discount, 10% off through Tuesday of this upcoming week. Plus you get $25 back from me. So it is the best deal on essential oils that work that I have seen in the last 2 years. So I'll have that video linked in the cards of this video as well as in the description bar below. So you can see what comes in the starter box that is on discount. And it's only for USA residents. So if you are in the USA and you've been thinking about getting your oils, this is the best deal to get them before the end of the day on Tuesday. The Paleo Autoimmune Protocol. This is number 4. 4 years ago, my husband got a diagnosis. He had unexplained anemia. We didn't know why or where it was coming from, and the most likely cause was Crohn's. And so I found out from a friend that Crohn's was an autoimmune disease, and so I had heard about Paleo Autoimmune Protocol. There wasn't a whole lot out in 2016 about it. There were a few things. I got a book from Dr. Sarah Ballantyne, read through it, saw a lot of her resources on her Paleo Mom blog as well. I'll link that below if you guys are interested. And I said, what have we got to lose? What have we got to lose? This was his rock bottom. Mentally, it was my rock bottom too. And I honestly wasn't even like, digestion wise feeling that great. I also had a lot of anxiety and things like that still from years and years and years prior to that. So I was like, what do we got to lose? We might as well try it. So cold turkey, we started the Paleo Autoimmune Protocol, and here we are 4.5, almost 5 years later or more than that. I can't really math. And we're still eating paleo with Autoimmune Protocol reintroductions, a few of them, with more coming over the next few days to weeks to months. And it's been so impactful for both of us. My husband reached remission like in lightning speed, like so fast, and has remained in remission ever since we started. My digestive system is functioning the best it has functioned in the last 20 years, 17 years. My anxiety levels have gone down dramatically. It has just been such a great eye-opening thing to see and feel how much food affects our bodies and how well our bodies are able to function. I have an autoimmune group on Facebook. You guys are welcome to pop in there and just see what we have going on. It's for people who are either they have autoimmune disease or they are caregivers, or they just want to like have principles to live a healthier lifestyle through holistic nutrition and that kind of thing. So you guys are welcome to pop in there if you are interested in learning more about it. But AIP has literally helped me so much. There are so many countless stories of how AIP basically focusing on nutritionally dense foods, replacing those, non-healthy standard American diet foods, focusing on the things that our bodies actually really love and can thrive on. Our bodies can do amazing things. So AIP, autoimmune protocol, is definitely also part of my 20%. And the last one is actually kind of a newer addition to my 20%, and that's meditation. Meditation has helped me. I do it in the morning and I do it in the evening as part of my morning and evening routine. Clear-headed thinking, ability to focus a little bit better, kind of objectively look at things and not get so ingrained in worry and fear and a lot of the things. My 2019 was like probably the lowest I had been. 2020 just added on to that. And now that we're in 2021, the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021, I really started leaning into meditation, especially with using my essential oils with it as well, diffusing or tinting it over my nose. And having the combination of those has been so good for my mental health. And I will not give it up. It's become so much a part of me, like a part of my healthy habits, my daily routine. And I know how much I feel more calm and level-headed after I do it, that it has definitely got a place at the proverbial 20% table. Now, just sit quietly for 5 minutes and focus on your breathing. It can do a load of difference. All right, my friends, those are my 20%. I would love to know what your 20% items are that have had a huge impact in your health and well-being. It could be, anything, whether it's physical health, mental health, it could be even relationships, anything you want to share. What is your 20%? Leave that in the comment section below. Like I said, if you want to save 10% on your essential oils, check out the unboxing that I have in the description bar below, or you can check it out in the cards just so you can see all the goodies that come in the starter box. You get 10% off of that through the end of the day on Tuesday, plus $25 back from me. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below. Subscribe so you never miss a daily video. Get that 20% going. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ciao.